Welcome and hello world. Good morning, Pilipinas. Welcome to the Teacher's Voice. This show aims to give teachers the opportunity to talk on air about their unforgettable journey and thrilling adventures, as well as share their splendid wisdom to inspire and give hope to our listeners and viewers. This show is aired by the Philippine Las Vegas radio station from the heart of Las Vegas every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Sunday in the Philippines at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is one of your co hosts, Judilyn F. Cañete, welcoming you from New York City. And actually, I'm here in the Philippines right now. And of course, I have here my co hosts, Teacher Pacita Ros.
Hello.
And also my great friend, Dr. Marvin Cadornigara.
Kamusta po tayong lahat?
Kamusta? And they are both from New York City. I am very excited to hear the story of the journey of our teacher guest today. But before that, we will have a short prayer from the teacher Marvin.
Sige po, let us bring ourselves in the presence of the Almighty in prayer. Father in heaven, we come in thanksgiving and in worship to your presence, because only in your presence we can find the fullness of joy, and in your right hands are pleasures forevermore. We praise you because of the lives that you have called. You called into teaching, and you have upheld the lives of the teachers, Father God, so that they can rise to the challenges every day, inside and outside the classroom. And more than the challenges, Father God, they have offered their lives as blessings, not only to their students, but also to the families and in the community. We thank you for the opportunity that we can one more time celebrate the journey of another wonderful teacher who is our guest tonight. And we pray that the story will bring inspiration to everyone who are listening, to all our viewers and our listeners, and to all the teachers around the world. Father in heaven, we pray you bless them all with a continued heart of worship and heart of service to the students. This is our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. So, kamusta ang mga taga New York? Tita Paset, how are you there?
Thank you
it's in New Jersey now, Sir
now in
Marvin.
New Jersey.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, yes.
It's okay. I know it's a quiet town, of course, and it's very tranquil. Very
Wow.
tranquil. Kaya lang, the nights are very long here. Alas 4 pa lang gusto ko nang matulog. Yeah, very, very
Wow.
long. But now we are doing fine. We have found new friends here. We have made new friends, and we meet each other every week for, chikahan, kainan, and for religious mga activities namin.
Sessions, yes.
Thank you.
Nice to hear that, Tita Paset,
Thanks.
that you
Yeah.
are relaxing this time.
Oh, yes.
Yes, with Tito. And also, we want also to hear the journey, this week's journey of Sir Marvin. How's New York there? They said that it's very cold lately.
Yeah, it is very cold. It rained again today, but I'm lucky I was not caught in the traffic on my way home. So it was an easy travel back home
Very good.
today, although it rained a little bit. And of course, for my life, I still looking forward to retirement.
You're
I
envious
hear
of me.
that. I hear that. Oh, I love it. I love it. But anyway, if you want to know the details of Canlaon, I'm
Oh,
going
yeah.
to give you a little news.
Mm.
Oh,
So
okay.
I am just only 1.5 to 2 hours away from Canlaon, and they said that Canlaon is going to erupt again.
Oh, no.
I'm waiting for
my.
that. So we will see if that is going to be true. But I am safe. We are safe here in Bacolod City, but you know the neighboring towns in there
Places, yeah.
like San Enrique, Pulupandan, yung mga neighboring towns nila,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of ashes. Even in Bago,
Um,
sir, Bacolod and then Bago, it's very far from them, but still there are a lot of ashes
Ashes. Oh
here.
boy, oh boy.
But we
Mm.
are safe in here, especially my family and myself. I am very, very safe in here. Thank God.
Thank
So,
God.
Ma'am Paset,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
heard that our guest right now is still very young, but
Oh
very
yeah.
achieved, very achieved. So
Right.
we want to hear the
Hers.
story of this. Can you
Yes.
introduce her this?
Yes. Of course. Yeah. Okay. It's really my pleasure and privilege to introduce our guest today, sa Teacher's Voice. And her name is Dr. Ivy A. Batican. We will call her Dr. Ivy. Now,
Mhm.
presently, Dr. Ivy is an assistant professor in tourism and hospitality at the Cebu Technological University. I'm sorry about that. Danao campus. And she specializes in community extension, research, and product innovation within the tourism and hospitality sectors. Now, Dr. Ivy holds a Doctor of Philosophy degree in International Hospitality and Tourism and has devoted her career to exploring sustainable tourism practices and developing innovative solutions in hospitality management. Now, she is just not a professor. She actively participates in international and national seminars and is into research in different topics. I think that's one reason why we found her in an international conference here in New York City. Now, the topics that she has devoted her life to research um, I just mentioned two of them. One of them is a research on community-based tourism and initiatives and sustainable hospitality practices. The
Mm-hmm.
other research that she is into is about addressing contemporary challenges in the industry. Now, as an educator, Dr. Ivy plays a vital role in enhancing local economies and enriching students' learning experiences by integrating real world applications into the curriculum. And a little while ago, she intimated with me that she travels to the other provinces in order to have a real hands-on experience about the tourism in a particular province in the Philippines.
Wow.
Now, for all these achievements and accomplishments she makes at school and in her community, Dr. Ivy was recognized and awarded with Outstanding Faculty and Assistant Professor category in her university. She also is an outstanding extensionista. Now, she has to explain this because all I know is fashionista.
Yeah.
And I am not an outstanding fashionista either. You'll have to explain that to us later. And also, she was awarded an Outstanding Researcher in 2024 award. Now, we have a lot more to talk about the journey and the life of our teacher, Dr. Ivy A. Batican. So, ladies and gentlemen of Teacher's Voice, please welcome Dr. Ivy to the show. Welcome.
Welcome, doctor.
Thank
It's
you.
your time.
Okay. Hello, America. Hello, Philippines. Good evening there in America and good morning here in the Philippines. So, first of all, I just want to express my gratitude for giving me the opportunity to inspire students, not only students, but people around the world. So I would like to greet also the CTU family here in the Philippines, my co-teachers, my students. I guess and I believe they will watch this show,
Mhm.
and also the people around the world. So thank you so much for having me here. So it's a great pleasure, and I'm so happy, and of course I'm blessed because I'm here with Teacher Pacita, Teacher Marvin, and also Ma'am Judy to share my experience, my journey as an academe, not only in academe, but I would like also to share my experience in the industry, particularly in tourism and hospitality. So thank you for welcoming.
Wow. And
Wonderful.
yeah, we cannot wait. Tell us now. Tell us
Later,
now.
I'll gonna answer some questions.
Yes, yes. But tell us about your current work right now. What do you do? What kind of school that you are into right now? Tell us more.
Okay. So right now, I am an assistant professor in Cebu Technological University-Danao campus. So I am so grateful because just last year, I ranked sixth rank from the bottom from instructor one, then automatically as assistant professor four.
Um,
So it's honor and privilege in SUC or in a state university. With that. Then right now I am 7 years already in CTU. So first, I had my industry experience. I started working at 18 years old in a five-star hotel in
Mm.
Hilton,
oh,
Cebu. I had because first I had my associate in bachelor in associate in hospitality management. So when I had my OGT at 18 years old, I was absorbed by a five-star hotel, which is, I am so lucky. So I decided to have my 2 years experience in an industry. So after that, I decided to pursue my career by my own. So after I had my 18 units to pursue LPT since to have the licensure examination, then I had my master's degree at the University of San Carlos, but same, it's a master in hospitality and management. Then just last year, I graduated my doctor in hospitality and international hospitality and tourism. Then I have also experiences as a manager in a hotel. So that's why I'm aiding a gap from academe and industry. So how could I give my students knowledge wherein they could understand what's the difference in theories and in real life
mhm, mhm,
practices. So which
mhm,
is one of my edge as a teacher, since I have this experience in
mhm.
industry. At the same
Sure.
time, I could teach them in academically in hospitality and tourism field. So basically I have 5 years experience in hospitality industry, then 7 years right just last month, 7 years experience in academe.
Mm.
So I started as a regular faculty in CTU. Then right now, I am designated as director in production. So it's more on product innovations that we have this we uh we applied or we invented. So after we invented, we produce those products, and
Wow.
sometimes we do it like selling, or we gave it to techno transfer to the community so that we could
Mm.
help the community. So
Very.
either we teach the student to develop more products, or bring the students also to the community so that they
Mm.
could experience.
Good.
Wow.
Wow.
Wonderful.
That's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dr. Ivy, your specialization is exactly international hospitality
Yes, Doc.
and tourism
Yeah, in tourism and hospitality.
and believe it or not, this area of discipline was not part of the college curriculum during my time, which I
Never.
must admit was like ages
Yeah.
ago.
Right.
And I'm sure you're right, the teacher Pased and the
Yeah.
teacher
True,
Judilyn.
true.
So I only hear about tourism and hospitality management courses, but I simply guess that it's about preparing students for careers in tourism and perhaps hotel and management. And I'm glad that you joined us in the Teacher's Voice, because we can ask you to share with us the
Right.
basic curriculum of tourism and hospitality. And so what specific areas of careers do you prepare your students in your department?
Uh, Not only specific area though, teacher Marvin, but a lot of field that we're preparing the
Mm,
students, not only in airline industry, cruise line industry, in
mm,
hotels, not only that, but all the areas we're preparing the students. So that's why right now, since I am specialized also in international hospitality and tourism, so we most of our students just last month, they have their immersion or on the job training like outside the country. So we're preparing not only locally but
Wow.
internationally as well. So we produce students like going to Hong Kong, Thailand. We even have this in US also. So
mhm,
that's why they are very prepared. So most of our curriculum is more on tourism planning, tourism development, hospitality management. So they have at first year they already have these skills how to have this customer satisfaction, quality service, quality
mm,
products that they will be providing. So after those is in third year, in second year, we're preparing also not only that they have this equipped knowledge, but they need to have this how to manage. So
mm,
Mhm.
management as well is there in the curriculum.
mm,
So we integrated also values in our school. Not
Okay.
only that you have these skills, you have these abilities, but of course, it is very essential that you have this great attitude. Okay, because attitude is a very very it's so hard to let them do this and do that. So that's why we are very particular in having this as students so that they could provide this excellent service. They could provide quality also service. So that's why in our curriculum we integrated like in first year most of the time improving their skills, their ability, their knowledge about hospitality and tourism. In higher year we inculcate like management, the way they do in managing a hotel or tourism industry. Then of course we integrate also the values. Then most of the time since our students are in outside the country, that's why part of me, I have this also travels like
mm,
conferences, seminars, so that I could also give them some ideas what are the things in there. Okay, because as mentioned a while ago with teacher Paset, that it's so hard to teach your students without your experience,
mm.
first-hand experience. So that's why part of the curriculum are there are many that is more on major subjects in tourism and hospitality.
Very
Mhm.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
May I ask a question? Now,
Yes.
in your as an assistant professor, you specialize in community extension. I'm just wondering what that is all about. If you could educate us, like Teacher Marvin had said, we just hear about it, but we really didn't know about that because
Mhm.
we studied in the last century, actually. So, and
Okay.
now you have this award, Outstanding
Yeah.
Extensionista.
Extensionista.
Is that
Okay.
related to each other?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
please,
related with each other po.
please explain to us.
Extensionista is the person who do the community extension out
Okay.
in the community. So that's why we call ourselves extensionistas.
All
So
right.
we extend, okay? So uh, I have 13 projects, community projects in my 7 years in CTU
Wow. Okay.
involving community, but I have only two main projects wherein I am the project leader. So that's why I have the Tara sa Manindot na Bayahing Lokal and Sugkay-Sugkay ni Nanay Alang sa Kalambuan. So my first community extension is the Sugkay-Sugkay ni Nanay Alang sa Kalambuan. So we have this sustainability since it's has phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So
Oh,
first is for the phase 1, we teach our beneficiary for Sugkay-Sugkay ni Nanay is mothers who are just at home. So we
uh-huh.
part of the objective of that program is to have extra income for those mothers just
Okay.
staying at home, which we
All
could
right.
help them.
Very
So
good.
we teach them how to make like pastries, okay, pastries, so that they could sell it not only in a specific store or physical store, but they could have this online while browsing their Facebook or social medias. They could post theirs like that. So we teach them the basic skills in pastry. So in second phase, since I am the project leader for second phase, I teach them how to do the packaging, marketing, and finance, so that
Oh, wow.
they're only not good in doing the things, but they could have these markets, target markets, or good products, that so that they could have this competition with others, so that they could have idea how to do that. So the
Mhm.
third phase, we have this a community, in we create a community for them, so that not only individually, but they could have this help, wherein
Yeah.
they could have organizations. So we organize
Mhm.
them for the phase three. So based on our project, it's sustainable, since from
Yeah.
one to facing like that. So right now we already out for that, we already face we're out now with the community, but we still have this monitoring and evaluation, since they already stand, they can stand now, right?
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
there are some, they have this employment, okay, they already employed in a bake shop, some
Very
they have
good.
this owned business already, some they have this bake shop already, which is very heartwarming and a success to us, since
Very
we
good.
help those mothers. Then for the second project, which is I am having right now, the Tara sa Maninot nga Biyaheng Lokal, this is more on tourism. So what I did is, in phase one, I gathered the out of school youth in the community in Danao City. I teach them how to do the tour guiding, the
Oh,
tour packaging, yeah,
wow.
and see the cultural mapping of Danao City. So we identify also the top tourist destination of Danao City, since that is more on tourism. So that is in phase one. So after the phase one, after teaching them how, we also registered them in a tour guiding licenses, and I tap the Now Tourism Office, and also some private sectors wherein we could have collaboration also. Like there we already have this tour package, so perhaps there are some guests in Danao City, so they will be the one to tour guide. So they
Mhm.
will be the local guides in Danao City, so they can have some knowledge, they could have also income. Then some also were encouraged to have this to have tourism courses because of our project. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's one of success also. Then right now in the third phase, we have this still community. We gather them as an organization, so that they could help also what each other. Then its sustainability is, since we have this limited budget for the community, so we already
Mhm.
have 20 beneficiaries for Tara sa Maynilot na Biyaheng Lokal. So what I did to have this sustainability is, if I train one, that one beneficiary should train another two. So it's
Oh,
a
okay.
networking, so that they could be many more beneficiaries right now. So since we have this limited budget from SUC, but I'm so happy also because Danau City is very helpful to us. The whatever we would like to have in the community, they're there to support us also. So
Mhm.
those are the community projects that we have in Danau. Then the Sugkay-Sugkay ni Nanay is a good also, since that is research based project, wherein we, the students and the faculties, have this experiment of food experimentation. Like, for example, I'd like to give an example.
Mm-hmm.
Jackfruit. I guess you know jackfruit. So,
Yeah,
since we
sure.
already eat the yellow one, so we need to throw the white one, the white pulp. So what we did is we use the white pulp to make it a candy, or sometimes we make it into a patty, so there's no waste. Then we make also I don't know if you know balimbing, or like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we make like wines or some juices. So
Oh,
most of the
really?
time, our students also, we teach them how to innovate those products and what's the use of those products. Like making ketchup out from papaya, not in tomato. So we
Really?
do that one, like innovation products. Then with that innovations, we teach the community. Like
Mhm.
whatever many like plants in their community, we innovate those things so that it would be helpful for them. Like,
Uh-huh.
for instance, kamyas.
Yeah,
You know kamyas, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
like kamyas. Since there are a lot of kamyas, we
Mhm.
teach them
yeah.
how to make it like dishwashing, like that, so that they
Mm,
could use their own, yeah, their own local products, and
Mhm.
we could also help the community. So most
Wow.
likely those are our community projects where we could help not only the students but also the community.
community.
Yeah, they can
It-
stand now. So those are the community projects that we have.
It's very impressive.
Beautiful.
Very
Mm,
So
impressive.
that,
So, yeah,
yeah, that 13, you mentioned 13 projects, right?
yes,
yeah.
yes,
Within 7 years.
Mm.
Um, this 13
community
projects
projects.
are funded by the city.
Yes, it's funded by CTU, but most likely, Mom, it's just phase one, two, three. Then the rest are we just have the monitoring. We have also like I am part of it, but I'm not the project leader. Like in PDLs, like persons deprived from liberty, right? So we go to the jails and teach them how to like
Mhm.
bake. Right now, they have bakeries inside the jail, wherein they could all have also income. Then we teach them like in our part, since in I'm in hospitality, so we teach them like massage or like that.
Mm.
So they are also very supportive with that. So when they go outside the world, they have this knowledge, they have these skills,
Wow.
and they can
Wow.
support their family. And of course, we help them in terms of mental, right? Since we go there, talk to them, what are their stories, what are the things that they need to do, encourage them that there's life.
Wow,
So those are the
beautiful.
projects. So we have a lot of projects, ma'am, not only for mothers, also of school youth. We have this PDLs. We have also children's schools. Also, we help schools.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
right now we're planning also to have this in industry projects like community extensions with industry and to help more on in hospitality and tourism.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
So,
Wonderful.
Tita Pasit and Sir
Yeah.
Marvin, as we hear this, they are called extensionista.
Correct.
Mm.
Yeah.
Tita Pasit, we need to stop being fashionista.
Fashionista.
We will just
Yeah.
do more and more to be called extensionista.
Ay,
How
hindi
about
tayo
that?
No,
hindi tayo maging
Teacher Judy, you
outstanding
should
ano
Yeah.
fashionista.
uh we should not stop being fashionista because it is part also on the community. We have these garments like sewing,
Oh,
teaching the
Mhm.
mothers. Like in education, we teach them how to sew that or make some designs. So we have this
really?
hablon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you should
Tita
not stop
Wow.
like
Pasit,
being
you need
fashionista.
to go back to your country.
I know we have to go back there and learn.
Go back to your country.
You know what, Dr. Ivy? I am very impressed. Impressed.
Thank
Very.
The
you.
beautiful projects you have there, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank
I wish
you.
could extend that to the other,
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
communities and provinces that still
Mm-mm.
do not have them. I
That's
wish.
Yes.
And
true,
yeah.
Sir Marvin. We can even
Mm.
benchmark this,
Mhm.
like here in Bacolod, and then do this, present
Yeah.
this to the
To the
LGU.
community,
Well,
yeah,
we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
if the LGU in
would
our
pick it up,
different
right?
cities they
Mm-mm.
have this,
Ah,
but we can extend more projects because this is the problem. They might have funds,
Mhm.
but they don't have people that they can
To
trust
yeah.
do it.
to
Yeah,
Mm,
execute the program.
correct.
So
Mhm.
that is what we
mm,
call partnership and
mm.
collaboration of our effort skills,
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yes.
I would like to add also in our community extension project, we bring the students in the community. So they help us like in training what they learn from school, so they apply in
Okay.
the community.
Wow.
Wow.
So this is
Wow.
Yes.
yeah, part the students are part of our community projects.
Correct. Sir Marvin, go back to your country.
Mhm. And
As what
serve.
America always saying, go back to your country. This time, I think we have to in a very positive indulgement, right? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Yes.
really
Sir
nice.
Exactly.
Marvin, it's your turn. You are
That's true.
smiling and waiting for her to answer your question.
All right, see you. Well, Dr. Ivy, we were talking about your extension program, and they are very, very impressive. And they're so encompassing and very down to earth, I should say, like
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the roots,
Yeah.
and that's
Very
a lot
practical.
of our the members of the community are actually benefiting from those. So maiba tayo ng focus at this time.
Yes,
I know that you're an expert in also in enriching your students' learning experiences by integrating real world
Yeah.
applications, which you just shared earlier. Na-immerse na yung mga estudyante natin dyan sa CTU into the community and the community extension programs. So if teacher Judilyn and teacher Pacita and I were to sit in your class as your students for a day, and we'll sit there in your tourism class, how would we expect to learn, and what do we expect to learn in your class?
okay, since most of the time my expertise in tourism policy planning and development,
Mm,
so I guess you will learn first with the policies. Since what we do is what I did is I always have this practical experience with the students with the community. Example, you're living in the Davao City. I would like you to identify the policies, tourism policies in that particular place, and of course, I want you to assess that policy if it is effective or
mhm,
how could we improve those policies in Danao City. So that's why if you were my students, I will let you answer also some case studies in
mhm,
Danao City wherein how they apply those policies, how they have this planning, how they have this development. So right now, since that is my subject, I let them research first. What are the issues that tourism encounter in that particular place? Then after, I'm gonna let you do the your assessment. Then with your interpretation, I will let you recommend
mhm,
what are the best policies or best practices that you should do in the particular place. Then after, I'll ask you some questions if it is effective or not effective. So most likely, my subjects are more on practical basis, case basis. Then I want you to learn by your own, but of
mhm,
course I'll assist you with that matter. So most likely that is the things that I do in my subjects. Not only like teaching you the theories, teaching you like this, because books are really different in real world, and books are
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
previous year, so we don't know the new trends with
mhm,
since the world is so dynamic, it changed from time to time, particularly in hospitality and tourism. There are a lot of new, not only in technology, but the management, the service that we had. So that's why it's really different to have this first-hand experience than just observation, just uh, hearing those things. So it's good to have this experience. So that's why, as being my student, I want you to experience not only just reading, answering some questions, but experience is really a best a teacher.
mhm. And so, Teacher Pasit and Teacher
Yeah.
Judilyn,
Yeah.
expect tayo that Dr. Ivy is gonna challenge us.
Yeah.
She's gonna pose to us a challenge, but the good thing about that, Dr. Ivy, is that as students are challenged, the students are actually not only learning, they are actually they also have the ownership of the learning experience, all their own, which I like
Well,
so much.
yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Yeah.
Ivy.
Yeah.
Sir Marvin, you mentioned about challenge. Ito si Tita Pasit, mahilig ito
Oh
sa
my
challenge. O,
God.
ano nga challenge? Abe, tingnan ta. At saka si Tita Pasit is going to say yes or no to go back to her country in order to do
Mhm.
extensionist,
Project.
To become an
to become an
extensionista.
extensionist.
Extensionista.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the challenge?
You know what? I am already an extensionista but not outstanding yet. Beginners lang siguro, beginners level lang ako. Kasi,
I know you.
we do some community projects to
Yes.
back home in
Yeah.
our own, provinces and towns. Pero I think we have to do more. Pero
Mhm.
ang tanong ko ngayon kay Dr. Ivy is, The teachers who are listening right now, I am sure they are getting an interest, or their mind now is being challenged into doing something, make a change in their career maybe. How would you think, would you advise a teacher? We want to inspire them also.
Mm.
Yes, personally, I am very, very impressed with what you do and your expertise and topic, the subject that you teach. I wonder what you might advise a teacher who might be thinking of a career change, how to go into hospitality and tourism, and would it be easy for them, or would it be
Mhm.
difficult? Just give them something to think about, please.
Okay, my advice to those would like to change career,
Yeah.
of course, always have this passion. Passion is the first thing that I always have in my mind, because if you don't have this passion, everything is it's so hard for you. But
Mm.
if you have this passion, everything is easy for you. Everything is possible. There's no impossible if you have this passion. Of course, you need to have also determination, because without determination, you cannot achieve what your goals, your vision, and mission in life.
Mhm.
And of course, you should be driven enough with the challenges that you will be experiencing. So if you have this just challenges, always remember that in every challenges, there's a solution with it,
Mhm.
because there's no problem that there's no certain
That's
solution. Perhaps
correct.
you cannot get the solution right away, but there's
Yeah.
still tomorrow or next days you could find the solution. Or perhaps it's not perfect solution right now, but there would be a possible perfect solution in a right time. That
Mhm.
always believe that God is there. Always I always have this my first always have this I always do with my heart, and
Mhm.
of course with God's grace.
Mhm.
Then I value everything. Then of course do not compare, because when you compare to others, like with their success, what they achieve, you feel
Mhm.
insecure and you don't want to do anymore, because you
Mhm.
believe that they are good than you. So always stay your foot at the ground, and of course the most important is you need to believe in yourself, because if you cannot believe yourself, how can you believe
Mhm.
others?
Mhm.
So always have this also in yourself, that you could do more and you can do most also. You could do your best in everything that you do, as long as you have this passion, determination, drive, and also believing in yourself. So those are my advice to the teachers who would like to have this like community extension, like research or whatever they do in life. So always have this passion, determination, and drive.
Mhm.
Thank you. Very,
Nice. Very
very
good.
nice.
Now I
Yeah.
am challenged. Now I am very challenged, Tita Basit. You need to come here, and
I
then we
know.
will do more a lot of extension to become an
Extensionista.
extensionista, to do more and more. We
To
know
do
that,
more. That's
like
true.
this, Sir
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Marvin.
Mhm.
To do
Sir
more. That's
Marvin, you've
correct.
got a lot of community services activities also, like Tita Pasit. And we can extend more. And I think the one that she mentioned, these activities, we can benchmark to
Yeah,
our
yeah.
cities also. Very good. And
That's good.
Ivy, you are just an hour away, fly to, I mean, back and forth, Bacolod City and
Oh,
Cebu.
sure, sure,
I may
sure.
visit you before I leave, because
Sure, sure.
I'm very curious to know the progress. And then I'm so excited to see, to benchmark
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
this activities, and then put that in here. How do they do this? Like that.
Right,
Kahit ako
right.
lang isa, ito na ang challenge, Sir Marvin.
Yep. Okay, okay, okay,
Okay?
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, Dr. Ivy, you mentioned a while ago na you extend your students here in internationally, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think they go to process by having a visa, and I know that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
J1 visa, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
in here, when they are here in other countries, what do they do? Uh, this one is good for those who wants to be a student in your
In
school,
yours.
and how they first is how do they process their J1, and
Mm.
if they are there in United States, what do they do? How many years they have to be in their externship? Tell us
Internship.
about that. Yeah.
Most likely, the process that we have since in the university, we have this internationalization. I believe Dr. General is one
Mm-hmm.
we're here. So
Yes.
she is our internationalization. So she do the process with the students for the visa, okay, for the requirements. That then we have also like third party. We're in like travel agencies that they do go to the school and have these proposals for internship abroad. So the students will just avail for those internship. Then
Okay, hold on, Dr. Ivy. That means you have other company that goes to
yeah,
your
Good.
school. They have
school and
already they have
yeah, yeah.
already the companies in
Yeah,
that school.
outside, yeah,
Oh,
in
okay, not
US, in
you.
Thailand,
Okay.
Hong Kong. So we have those like I guess right now we have MOA, but we need to have a mutual agreement with that
Mm,
companies if that's okay for the terms and condition with the universities.
mm,
So we have this MOA and it should be approved by CHED.
mm.
Yeah,
Everything that's go outside, even us faculties when you go outside, we have this
yeah.
we need to have this authority to travel abroad
Travel.
from the university and also from the CHED. So what we did is we have this third party, then he will collaborate with the internationalization of the
Mm,
university since that is outside the country. And
Mm.
of course, part of it is there are a lot of process like briefing, what are the things that we need to expect outside the country,
Yeah.
since it's different. Perhaps they could have this a culture shock or whatever. So,
Mhm.
but we're teaching them in the university what are the things they might be encountering outside the country based on our experience. That's why we have also teachers who will check them outside the
Mm.
country once when they're there. Then they'll be staying like most likely 1 year outside the country. So what they did is most likely like hospitality management more on in the hotels. They're gonna have
Mhm.
their internship in the hotel. Then for the tourism, most likely like theme parks, like as a receptionist, so they do that one. Then most likely, there are some students that will just stay there longer when they're renewed or they are being like accepted or part of the company. So the company will do the working visa. So
Mm.
those are very lucky students who
Mm.
work
Yeah,
there already.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Do you have
mm.
them too in cruise ships and as
Yeah, we
performers?
have also cruise ships, ma'am.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
they only give a contract for 7 to 8 months, I believe.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
really.
Supposedly, our most likely our OGT is has these two phases, like phase one and phase two. So in phase one, they only have need 700 hours. Then phase two, another 700 hours. But if you're outside the country, we cater, we'll just add. So 1,400 for the whole duration for the
Uh-huh.
internship.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then basically, what
1,400.
what's good on it
1 4
is they can
hours.
earn some money because of OGT because they have these allowances
Mm.
Yeah.
and good also experience that it's outside the country because it's different from ours. They can also have this the culture, the
Mm.
traditions, the beliefs, what's very different from ours.
Yeah, it's an
Mhm.
uh
Uh
exchange program of the
No,
government.
ma'am. Exchange program is different. Since exchange program is we're exchanging like students from students outside the country will be here, our students will be there. So it's another program.
Also, externship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Internship,
Internship
or on
outside.
the
Internship.
job
Uh-huh.
trend
Okay.
outside the
Okay.
country.
Okay. Okay. So that's
Very.
good. That's good to know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah.
those
Uh, just last month, I had an immersion at Indonesia for 10 days. So I learned their halal food.
Mm.
So that's good institute since we have this a lot of knowledge since they send us also like outside the country, but and it's free from like a scholarship from CHED.
Mm.
Mhm.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow, amazing.
Oh,
Now,
kayo na
Dr.
naman.
Dr. Ivy, we have been talking about internationalization of the careers of our students, and uh, I had a privilege to meet you during the fourth International Research and Education Conference,
Mm.
sponsored by the Actea Incorporated. That was in July of this year. So, how was your experience attending this international conference, and what are the most memorable experiences you had while you were in New York?
Okay, so I am so blessed and privileged to be part of the conference provided. It was so excellent. The platforms, it was outstanding. Uh, what I got is first is the networking with the other institution we're in. We learned from there that it's different from Philippines. This knowledge is different from Philippines. Another thing is you have this collaboration, like in AFTEA, we gain a lot. Then, of course, the diverse culture, it's really different since it's my first time in New York then. So I was, oh, it's amazing. So not only just I read, what I see in the blogs is really different. So as
Yeah.
an tourism teacher, of course, it's very essential to me since so that I
Mm,
could share my experience, my knowledge there in US. Then of course, since part of it also in hospitality, like the accommodations, the food that I've tried is different. So I learned a lot from there. Then, of course, the highlight there is when I presented my paper, since I am one of best presenter for my paper, so I'm so lucky there. It was environmental practices in hospitality in the Philippines. So wherein I also gain knowledge with their comments from the panelists and
mm,
also observing the other presenters. Oh, that would be a great and very impactful or significant for me that I learned while they're doing that thing. Then of course the
mm,
way you organize, since part of event management, I handle those subjects also. So I
mm,
believe it's different how we organize in the Philippines where I learn also. So basically, most of the time, I have this a lot of knowledge because of Aftea. So
mm.
that's why I'm so honored also and great. But because of Aftea, also I'm here right now sharing my journeys and experiences.
Mm.
So blessed. So
Nice,
that's all for
nice.
Wow.
Very good.
Yeah.
Uh, you're very, very young. We can see that you are still young. And what are some struggles you have experienced in your journey as an academic person?
Mhm.
Most likely, my struggle is the time. It's so hard to have this time management. Right now, I'd like to say that I'm still schooling. I'm having my law school right now since I had my doctoral degree. Then I am very busy. A lot of designations like from 7 a.m. Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 9:30, I'm school since I'm teaching also night students.
Mm,
Yeah.
Saturday, Sundays, I have this law school from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I don't have life anymore. Like
Oh.
yeah, but I believe if you have this determination, you do some listing with your when you're with your time, I guess you could just carry on. Then always remember that you need to filter what's the most important thing to do
mm,
first
mm,
before anything else. Then what I've learned also is with those struggles is you should also take care with your health. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, health is important, and always do things that makes you happy.
mm,
That's what's in life. That
And why
because
law?
those because I was bored. No joke, I'm just kidding. Because I don't have things to do already. I had my doctoral already, so I want also to help those people around who are underprivileged. They cannot provide those things. Then of course it's really different. I learned a lot that it's just I just even I graduated doctoral degree, it's just different when you know what are the laws in the Philippines under our constitution. So it's also helpful in hospitality and tourism and also in my daily life. And also like, this is not good. I thought it's just okay, it's just normal, but it's not normal according to our law. So that's why
Mm.
I have this ignorance of the law excuses no one.
Oh.
So that's why it's good that we learn also. Then of course part of it is when I go to US, that's why I take up law. We go to the Congress, and I was so impressed and so different in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So that is part of the reasons why I take up law also.
Mm.
Very good. Excellent.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's
Hindi,
a
Yeah.
long
hindi ka
run, ma'am. It
reach.
takes 4 years. So
Yeah,
I'm just still in the first freshman. So, but
It's okay.
it's
yeah,
okay.
I'm
As what you
enjoying my
said,
time.
whatever that makes you happy, so be
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah,
And that
Yeah.
makes you happy. Study, is
Yeah,
study.
yeah.
that's true.
Yes.
Judilyn, at the moment, what will
Mhm.
make me happy,
What?
gusto ko,
Ano?
Tita Paset, gusto kong umuwi sa Iloilo at
Pilipinas.
kumain ng batsoy.
Ah,
Okay.
come
All
on,
right.
come on, Dr. Marvin. Go to
Sige po.
Bacolod and Iloilo. What
Opo.
Yeah.
joy,
And have
yes.
batchoy.
Teacher
Opo.
Judy, let me know if you want to go to Cebu so that
Yes,
we could
Ivy.
catch up
Yes, yes.
also.
I will get your mag-ano tayo before we leave later. I want to get your
Contact number.
email and your
Yeah,
contact number.
I've been already in Bacolod. I went to Campustuhan, Deroins.
When was that?
It's long ago already. It was
Oh, okay.
2018. I guess there
Maybe
are a
you
lot
will
of
be the one to
changes.
come here.
Um, I'll think about it when you're still here this year.
Sige, Cebu. I love to go visit.
Mm.
Many times
Okay.
already I went there, but I love Cebu. I love to
Yeah.
tour there. So it's good. But Sir Marvin, if it is just manok, barbecue, and ano ba yun?
Lechon.
And
Lechon.
lechon.
Lechon in
Yes.
Cebu.
But
Lechon
Ivy, you got
Cebu.
a lot of delicious
Yeah,
lechon there.
lechon here.
Yes. But we are not out of the topic. We are talking still tourism
Yeah,
in
because it's in
Philippines.
hospitality, the foods.
Yeah.
The foods is in hospitality,
Sabi
gastronomy.
nga, depensa ang atin ito. But anyway, if I'll go back there, Tita Paset, I will buy you lechon in here. I will just pack that very, very well, seal it.
No more lechon for me.
No, no. I know
Yeah,
lechon
mga
for
fatty
you.
foods, no more.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I will not spend 1,000 for you. 1 kilo. Okay. So some more question. We have fun here right
Okay, I
now.
just have one
Yeah.
quick question. Okay. From our interviews with other guests who are in the same area of expertise, I get a sense that the tourism and hospitality industry in the Philippines is looking very good.
Mm.
But then, of course, you mentioned that there are, of course, wala namang hindi mga challenges sa industry. So, from your perspective, ano mga challenges ng tourism dyan sa Cebu, if not in the whole country? Can you just mention a few? Yeah.
Okay. As I see, tourism right now is improving. So I can say 50% improving unlike before, which is I'm so happy also. Even in our place, I can see improvement in terms of tourism. But what we need to improve are our infrastructures, like
Infrastructure.
also, yeah,
Right.
transportation, of course, is
Correct.
really
That's
different
correct.
from other countries. Like we only have train in MRT so it's just different from there. So transportation is very essential to the travelers. Of course, infrastructures. Of course, also those are like trainings also. We could have these trainings, workshops for the employees to improve the service. But we know that Filipinos are very warm, welcoming.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes also we could check the safety and security of our tourists. Okay, because there are some they are not that safe, but I believe we could improve that one, like infrastructure, safety and security, and of course the crisis planning, the risk management. If there are some calamities, we cannot stand automatically, unlike the other countries that we have like if they can have this like earthquake, it just takes months, but here it takes like years to have. So that's why we have this also, like, and also we could have also improved the contingency planning. Like we could have, if this is not effective plan, we could have another plans also. So
Mhm.
that's what I want to like improve more in tourism, since as we see now, it's very improving, and we have a lot of tourists from outside the country.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kahit
Yeah.
kaming mga local tourists, I was there last, like I said, October to November.
Mm.
I'm very impressed. Ang service natin, yung service
Yeah.
crew natin, oh, impeccable sila. They are
Yeah.
so good, so warm, so friendly,
Yeah.
and attentive sila. So that's
Yeah.
one thing talaga. I am
Mm.
very, very happy with our industry presently.
Mm,
Pero we'll
that's
Yeah.
check.
true. Yes.
Thank you.
So, I'm very, very sorry that we don't have that much
Yeah.
time to extend our funny conversation right now, but
Yeah.
we we got a lot of knowledge in here.
Oh
So
yeah,
thank
Thank
you very
you.
much, Dr. Ivy and Dr.
thank
You're
you.
Marvin, Tita
welcome.
Pazet. But before we leave, we will just have a few words to our listeners to be inspired also from this show. And if you have some quotes in there, you can share. Sir
Okay.
Marvin, and then Ma'am Ivy, and then Ma'am Pasit. Sir Marvin.
Sure. All right. As always, my life quote, both as an educator and as a person, is proper education is the education of the heart. And what better way to educate the heart than to know the heart of God and to bring the heart of God into teaching? For when we have the heart of God, we have the love of God, and we can love even the most unlovable among our students. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank
Ivy,
you.
for gracing this episode of the Teacher Voice.
Yes. Oh, okay. Now, Ma'am Ivy.
Okay, so rooted in the belief that education should be transformative, inclusive, and focused on resilience, continuous learning, and empowering the students to overcome obstacles both academically or impersonally. So I aim to create a classroom wherein students feel valued, motivated, and prepared. They should be prepared in the real world challenges in hospitality and tourism, not only in hospitality and tourism, but in their personal life. So I believe that through education, through our experiences, we can do more. And always remember that learning is a continuous process. So
Mm.
we learn today, but we can learn more tomorrow.
That's
Thank you
wow.
very much.
Beautiful.
Thank
Ma'am
you.
Very
Pasit.
Very,
good.
very nice.
Very good. Very good. Okay, now for me, I would copy Aristotle. It's a summary of what Teacher Marvin had said a few seconds ago. Aristotle says educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all.
Yep.
Thank you,
And
Dr. Ivy.
yes, thank you very much. And also, to wrap this up, let us not be tired of doing good things, because in due time, we will reap this if we will not give up.
Or,
Teachers, yeah, teachers, we are called to teach. Then we
Yes.
should not give up.
mhm,
Teaching is in the blood, in the
mhm.
streamlines of our
Yeah.
body now. We cannot give up anymore. We until we die na to, na being a teacher and a community service people. Thank you, Ma'am
Mhm.
Ivy, of your excellence as extensionista. And as what you
You're
said,
welcome.
don't delete the fashionista. We
Ah,
keep
Yeah.
doing that, Sir Marvin.
of
So we
course.
will be looking youthful time again and time and forever. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much,
Bye.
Bye.
Johan, PHLV. Thank
Thank
you.
you.